Hello my beautiful lovelies and welcome back to my channel, The Black Widow here, and today I'm going to come to you with something very different but something very serious. The next few clips you're going to see, I'm going to explain right now so that you have an understanding. I probably shouldn't have filmed what you're about to see when I did because I was very angry, but I'm still going to release it because I don't take back a single word that I said in that video. I was very upset, I was very angry, and I'm going to explain why. So basically, I found out today that someone in the hobby had been body shaming me, and not just me, but some other women. And I feel very, very passionately about this because it happens far too often, and usually nothing gets done or said about it. Men just feel like they can just say these things. And let me just not sort of, generalize. It's not just men. Women, there are women that also do this to other women, and I'm not a fan of that either. Women should stick together. And not just women should stick together, men and women. We are one species, we are human, so we should all stick together. But I'm going to try not to rant too much because it will be a long video. But please do watch the entire video. It is very important that these things are taken seriously, that they are watched and listened to and understood so that this can just stop. Because honestly, it's a waste of my time, it's a waste of other people's time, and it's hurtful to a lot of people. You will also see that I say in the video that I will name and shame this person that is body shamed. I'm actually going to delete where I say the name because in hindsight, I'm not a bully. I'm not a bully, and this person clearly is. And despite what he has said, I don't want other people to go and target him. I really don't. I that's not who I am. And if you know who it is, please, just don't have any more dealings with this person in the hobby. But don't go and be nasty to him because we're better than that and we can do better than that. And he doesn't deserve it anyway. He doesn't deserve to have words from us. The people that do know who he is and who have seen my post on Facebook and things, I made that post not so that he can go and be targeted, but so that the hobby sees what he is and avoids him, because I don't want people to be friends with him and dealing with him in the hobby only to be hurt along the lines, especially friends of mine, because this is just not acceptable at all. So I'm gonna remove the part where I say his name, but everything else I say I stand by. And the reason I'm making this video, yes, it might be slightly unprofessional to have a rant about something that's happened, and usually I don't get involved, and anyone who knows me knows that I'm not very good at standing up for myself. Usually I just remain quiet, I delete people, block people if something nasty's been said. But this really, really upset me. And not for me. It upset me because it upset my friends and upset some women that don't feel very strong body positivity about themselves. And having someone say these things is very nasty. I'm going to tell you in the clips to come what was said about me, but I'm not going to mention my friends and what has been said about them because that's not my place to do so. And I don't want to draw any more light to this than needs to. This video, I want it to be about change and recognizing that this still happens, and it does, and I hate that it still happens. I hate that people are out there being nasty to each other. And had this guy come to me and messaged me and said that he had a particular problem with me, I'd have dealt with it, but he not once did that ever happen. And he's also not victimizing me in a way about the hobby or anything like that. He's victimizing my body and he's being personal, even though he doesn't know me personally. So for me, all that he's spewing is pure hatred, and it obviously comes from a place of insecurities within him, which is why I don't want people to go and attack him. I really don't, because despite what he has said, he's still another human, and I still wouldn't want people to go and bully him over what he has said, because people say some stupid things and some nasty things, and I really do hope that he regrets it, and I really, really hope that he improves the way that he is towards women. I don't know what he's like to the males, but I have heard that he's a difficult person. So just bear that in mind. Please do not go and attack this person. I do not want to take responsibility for this person feeling bad about themselves. That is something that he is going to have to deal with himself, and that's just not something that I want to get into. So I'm going to show you the video. and I'm very angry in it, and you will see. Please watch the whole thing. It is very important. Watch the whole thing. Share this video. This is not about my channel. This is not about getting more views or getting more content. This is about something very important that happens every day in the real world to women. And I have had so many messages from other women, other YouTube women, males as well, that have said, he said this, or this person said this about me, look at what's being said, and I just cannot take it anymore. And when these things happen, I believe that when you have a platform like I do, we must say something. If we do not say anything, all we are doing is allowing these kind of people to continue doing what they're doing. They're bullies, and I would not allow it. If it was my son in school being bullied, I would absolutely not have it, and so I'm not having it today. So, with that being said, I'm going to let you watch my upcoming rant. Please watch it. Please comment down below. Please don't comment saying that it's super unprofessional and you don't want to see it. Well, don't watch it then. But this is a very important subject. It's very, very important that people understand that this is not acceptable and that the excuses for this are not acceptable. I don't know what his excuses are. I just know that he was body shaming, and I just don't see that as acceptable. So, try to enjoy the video for what it is. Let me know what you think and your opinions. Don't use his name down in the comments, please, or anything of that nature. And yeah, watch the whole thing, and I'll see you guys at the end. Hello, my beautiful lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about something quite serious and a little different. So I wanted to start off by, one, explaining my appearance. Not that I should have to, and that's the whole point of this video. As you can see, I have no makeup on, my hair's a mess, and I haven't bothered to make an effort. And the reason for that is I don't need to. And the main topic of this entire video, and I'll try to keep it short, is about the way men body shame. And this doesn't have anything to do with the hobby, but it kind of does, because something very recently has happened. And yes, I'm going to name and shame. I don't care how unprofessional that seems, but when there is someone in the hobby that is well respected and well liked, and you find out that they have been body shaming not only myself but other women in the hobby for no real reason other than he's obviously, wow, I can't even get into that. He's obviously a vile human. So basically, Facebook, some videos that he had posted in an admin group chat, basically body shaming. I will say what he said, and you guys can be the judge of what you think. But basically, the video said something like, "Oh, that Scarlett with the tattoo down her arm, she's vile. That picture must be edited because she's shaved a few pounds off of the video." He mentioned some of my friends. I'm not going to name my friends' names because some of my friends have been deeply affected by this. This is a man that is in the hobby, okay? This is a man that is well respected and well liked in the hobby, and has taken it upon himself for no reason to come at us women and body shame us. And he's done this behind closed doors. This is not something that he has said to me personally. He has met me at a show, he hugged me and was nice as pie to my face. Well, of course he would. People like that always do things like that. But to do that and to say these things really just disgusts me, because I'm not in the hobby to be worshipped for the way that I look, nor do I believe that I should be worshipped for the way that I look. I have no need to be desired or wanted. Do I post some provocative pictures now and again because I feel badass and I feel good? Yeah, I do, but why shouldn't I? I'm a woman. I have tits, I have other lady body parts, and I like to look good and feel sexy. And that word is not a bad word to use, that I want to feel sexy. But just because I want to feel sexy does not, and let me say this clearly to any of you young ones that are watching, and I really hope there's no one under the age of 16 watching this, and if there are, I'm sorry, and you really shouldn't be watching this video because it's not aimed at that age group. But if you are over 16 and male or female, you should not be shaming someone's body because you think they're slutty for what they post, or you think they're vile because they're not your type of sexy, or to even have a go at a woman because, well, you post these provocative photos, so what do you expect when you post these photos and men can see them? What I expect is respect. I'm allowed to post pictures and photos and whatever I like on my Facebook page if it makes me feel good and confident and sexy. Ladies, that is not a bad word to use. You can say that you want to feel sexy and you still have the right to demand that you are not going to be victimized, womanized, or body shamed in any way. That people need to just get that into their head. And I'm sorry that if this video is coming from a place of anger, I am angry, not because of the things that he has said about me, because let me tell you something, people that say things like that about me affect me zero. I don't care. I will not waste a single bit of energy on a human like that. The reason I'm making this video is for the other ladies. Some of these other ladies have been very, very badly affected by this and are genuinely upset and don't feel good about themselves under normal circumstances. And to have a man like this then saying these things has really not helped them in any way whatsoever. And people tend to cover up bullying. You know, I've heard that there are people that have known about this for a while. And that really upsets me. Why hasn't something been said? Why has this been hidden? Why is he being allowed to say these things and to have nothing happen? And the whole concept is it's just beyond me. And that's the reason why I'm making this video the way that I look today, to make a point. You know, I don't feel overly confident and comfortable when I look like this. You can see my second chin, my skin's not great, I don't look my best. But I don't care. That's not why I make videos. It's not why I'm in the hobby. It's not why I make content. And I can make a video like this, or I can make a video all dolled up. And, you know, it shouldn't have any bearing on how I'm respected, whether I look like this or whether I'm all dolled up and I've got some cleavage out. It shouldn't make a difference. And I just want to say, I am so sorry to the ladies that have been victimized by this man. I am so sorry, and please message me because I will help you build that confidence back up. A few words from me and I can tell you, you will feel better, because this man isn't worth shit. He isn't worth a single moment of your day of feeling bad about yourself. So if he has said something nasty and you are looking in the mirror and thinking, oh, he's right, stop. Take that out. And to you men in the hobby, stop this now. Us women are in the hobby, and not just this hobby, any hobby. We are just as smart as you are. We are more than just pretty faces. We are not there for you to victimize or to ogle at and to stare at our bodies. Yes, we're happy to take a compliment now and then, but we will not allow you to sexualize us and to body shame us. It is absolutely ridiculous that this is coming from grown adults. We're not talking about school kids here. We are talking about grown adults in this hobby that are respected. And that for me just really irritates me, which is why I'm here. And yes, I'm raging on video, and no, it's not very professional. And I wouldn't have done this video had the video that I saw about me was only about me. But this video was about others, and that is really damaging. We have seen over the years how things like bullying what these things can do to people. You know, Caroline Flack took her own life. My little boy's daddy suffered severely with mental health for years and years because of bullying at school and things that he went through. I see it all the time. And the fact that in this day and age, that every now and then there are still men out there who believe that a woman should be victimized and should be body shamed and sexualized in some way, and use the excuse of, well, you post provocative pictures. Okay, What has that got to do with anything? That's like saying because you wore a short skirt out one night that you deserve to be sexually assaulted. That logic is no longer right and was never right, even in the past. But in this day and age, you should know better, men and women. And women really need to stick together here and really, really need to support one another, because I have had it up to here with this absolute rubbish. I'm out here simply wanting to mess about with my animals, show you guys good content, have fun and make friends. But over the last 2 years, I am talking to less and less people in the hobby, and there are only a select few that I continue to speak to, because I simply don't trust anyone. I don't trust anyone for reasons like this, because you can meet a man who comes and hugs you, says they like your channel, is very nice to your face and very supportive, and then behind your back 2 years later, after not speaking to me at all since that time, so has no relationship to me, then slags me off. I just... Make that make sense, people. Make it make sense. It is an absolute joke. And I want this hobby to do better for men and women. This is not an appearance of what my mind is. This doesn't dictate whether or not I am smart. This does not dictate whether I am a slut. And you should take that word out of your vocabulary. No woman is a slut. Period. Don't care what your argument is for it. No woman is a slut. So don't use that word. But let's stop judging how we treat people based on their appearance. Whether I'm like this or dolled up should have no change in how you treat me as a human. And it certainly wouldn't change how I would treat you. If you approach me, it doesn't matter what colour, size, race, gender... It doesn't matter. I will treat you exactly how you treat me. And that is usually with kindness and non-judgment. I am not a very opinionated person. I keep myself to myself. But I had to make this video, and I really hope that you all understand why. I really hope that you all watch this video and take something from this. I should have probably made this when I was a bit calmer and a bit more collected, but I wanted this to be raw. I wanted you to see how this affects people when this happens, and I wanted people to understand that you should not by any circumstances be body shaming. I don't care what that person has done to you. I don't care what has been said. If you are a man, you do not get to speak about a woman's body at all. Period. Full stop. Don't do it. Okay, so that is the video over and done with. I am sorry that it is a bit ranty and it is coming from a place of anger. I hope that you all understand why I've posted this video, and I hope you all understand why I was so angry. I want to end this on a positive note, that since this has happened, I have had some wonderful messages from lots of people showing huge amounts of support for me and the other women. And not just women, a lot of males in the hobby, a lot of men have also messaged me saying, I'm shocked, I can't believe it, I'm so sorry, we'll make sure that we don't deal with him in the future when it comes to the hobby. And I really respect that. I really do. I really, really respect that. I want to say a huge thank you to Tarantula Cat. She reached out to me and we had a lovely talk. This also happens to her quite often, and she doesn't very often say anything about it because unfortunately we're kind of taught to just ignore it. But I really hope that that stops. I don't think we should ignore this anymore. I think we should highlight it when it happens, because the more we put this out there, the more chance we have of it stopping. My channel is a very small channel, so this may not get many views, especially because it's not tarantula related content, but it does affect the hobby. It really does, especially if we want our young female children to get involved in this hobby. We want them to know that they are safe to join this hobby, which is predominantly male, that they can join this hobby and be well respected in the hobby as they are. So this is important. So Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys again next time. Do like, comment, and subscribe if you like my other content. This is not my standard content. And, just enjoy your day. Be kind to people. Show support for humankind, because we're all in this together at the end of the day. There's absolutely no need for it. Love to you all. Bye bye.